Hello, and thank you for having me on the Faculty Showcase 2021. My name is Tessa Mannah-Blankson, and I am at the Bell College of Business, specifically at the Economics Department. Within the next 3 to 5 minutes, I want to quickly touch on this topic, which is engaging students with scenario-based discussion forum. Let me give you a quick outline for this presentation. Briefly, I will give you a background that is touching on the course that I'm going to be talking about in this presentation, and then also the office that I worked with, the innovation that I introduced, and then also the mode of implementation. I will give you one example of the scenario-based discussion forum, and then also give you the impact that it's made in my course and sample feedback received from students, and then finally provide you some contact information. So the course that I teach, for which I introduced this innovation, is Principles of Economics, which is a course that fulfills the general education requirement. The target students are sophomores and mostly made up of business majors. The class size is generally large with 120 plus students, maximum 240 students. Now, in the fall of 2020, I had the opportunity to take part in the Top 40 Academy. And it was during that program that I worked with the communication across the curriculum, CMC, and developed a student engagement plan with their feedback and guidance, in addition to developing student support plan and then also creating a statement for building community in my course. Now, the innovation that I considered introducing to foster engagement in the course is the discussion forum, which was going to be used in the online classroom. Now, initially, I began with the student-led discussion forums. However, it was a bit tricky with the large class because I wasn't getting participation from some number of students. And so the next semester, which is the spring semester, I modified it slightly by utilizing a scenario-based discussion forum. And I must say I have attained significant success with it. So how was this implemented? First, I divide students into groups that is between 6 and 8 students. So each group is made up of 6 to 8 students. And then before they engage in the discussion, the first thing is I introduce the topic in class. And then once I have introduced the topic, students are encouraged to engage with the material with the scenario that is posted. And so they would typically post an initial response to the scenario that is posted in relation to the topic, and then later provide 2 replies. So this is a quick example of the format of it. And I think the key thing to be aware of is making it clear to students the purpose of this discussion forum. And so in essence, I provide them the objective, which is tied to the learning objectives for that particular chapter. And then also provide them specific and clear instructions on how they will receive their full points on this. And then you would also need to indicate the questions. So unlike the student-led discussion forum, where they take the topic in whichever direction they want, I usually would tell them that they should apply it to, the real world or in their own lives. This particular scenario-based discussion forum, you would have to give them the prompts and then encourage them, to engage with their peers. Now, the impact, actually, it has led to increased engagement and then also increased performance. And in fact, together with the other innovations that I introduced in my course, which is the student support plan, a statement for creating community, and being intentional about those policies, I've also seen an increasing sense of belonging in my course. One thing is the ability to create this scenario-based discussion forums has been very helpful to me because I've been able to leverage that also to create breakout sessions during the live meetings for my courses. These are some useful feedback received so far, and I'll just read off one. which is the first one that says the weekly discussions do a great job in bringing a deeper and more powerful message within the macro side of the economy. You can read the others, but generally, I have noticed that students are more engaged with it. You hardly have students who will not participate in this forum. Now, the key point to bear in mind is that it's not all the time that you're going to get positive feedback from students. I had only one negative feedback, and that wasn't even a negative feedback in a sense, but a student said that he thought it was not needed because they were doing too much in the course. And I explained how it helped improve their performance in the first exam. A specific question that, was related to the scenario-based, example for one particular chapter. As a result of introducing this innovation in the course, I saw a better performance this semester on the exam compared to last semester. In fact, last semester on that specific question, I had about 49 students scoring correctly on that. This semester, I had about 80% of the students in the class scoring correctly on that question. And that was because it was introduced in the scenario-based discussion forum, and then they had the opportunity to engage deeper with the material. This is some information if you are interested to get more ideas on how to engage students in your course. You can partner with the communication across the curriculum and partners, with some of the faculty, but the director is Dr. Stephanie Noranda, and her email address is provided here. Thank you for your time.